Hello, this is Ronnie Boy again. I forgot to tell you something. I was ready to hit the sack here, and I thought about this, and I thought I'd better share it with you. Um, After I got home from church tonight, I went down to the barn, and neighbors' boys were just finishing up milking. Not allowed to milk my own cows anymore. Well, I could if I had to, but they don't let me. Due to my health situation. Anyway, point of the story. They were rushing to get things done because they had plans for tonight, Saturday night. And I said, why don't you guys go ahead, I'll finish up. So, are you sure? I said, yes. I said, go ahead. And they says, well, if you need to take a break, make sure you do it. I said, I will, I'll be careful. So they left, and I had to finish the milk house chores and scrape up the barn, and such as that. And then, yeah, I did take my break. I get tired out. And went and sat on a bale of hay and rested. And here comes the kitties! Here comes the kitties! And there's one nice little one. Come sit right here. Purr, 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 purr. Can they control their purring? Or do they say, nope, I'm not going to purr? Or can they help it or not? Is it just natural for them that they can't help it, or they probably don't care? But don't you wish people could purr? You're standing in an elevator and somebody starts purring. I don't know if that'd be a good idea. I don't know. Yeah, oh well. And I went and picked up all the kitty dishes and scrubbed them out and washed them up and everything. And I put some more milk in them and stuff like that. And I finished cleaning up the barn. But, oh, another thing, my mom used to have this bird, I don't know, in the house, I don't know what it was called. It was a very colorful bird, about 6 inches high. And, she always left the cage door open, let the bird fly around the house as much as he wanted to. And my niece was home from Ohio, and she said, I'll get the bird back in the cage. And she took this water bottle. She said, you just got to spray it. Oh, that excited the bird like the dickens. You know what the bird did? Came and sat on my shoulder. This can't, I get it backwards on the camera here. Sat on this shoulder. Came to me. I says, you put that water bottle away. She says, well, you got to train him. I says, the bird don't like it. You go away. I held my finger. Camera's backwards. And the bird stepped in my finger. And I walked over to the cage. There you go, you're home. I shut the doors. I said, why do you want him in the cage anyway? And my niece says, well, he's got to learn the lesson. I says, you're the one that's got to learn the lesson. Anyway, and other than that, I have no luck with chickens. Chickens are just stupid. I don't have chickens anyway. But, oh, dogs. 30 years ago, I used to sell insurance. Mostly to the dairy farmers, because we had the Dairy Blue Cross and stuff like that, and that was our foot in the door. Then we could sell life insurance and everything. But I knocked on this guy's door, and he says, yeah. I says, well, I'm here to explain your Blue Cross insurance to you, and if you have any problems, I'd be happy to take care of them for you. He says, how'd you get past the dog? Oh, my little sweetheart over there? Well, I petted him and everything. He says, you're the first one that's ever done that. Let's see, what else? When I first went down to a neighbor's of mine. The first time was last year, and I walk in the barn. Oh, the cows! Oh, we pull out the stencils and everything. Second day I was down there, I couldn't even get them up to let them out of the barn. I said, "Come on, boss, get up, get up." That's the same farm that I told you about that I collapsed in the barnyard. Got a manure. And Paul came home, and here he says, "Why are all the cows in a bunch? They all formed a circle around me. No, nothing was going to get me." It reminds me of the movies of Crocodile Dundee. He had such a power with animals. Apparently I got it. They all like me. I could walk down in the woods, and they'd probably, good thing I'm not a deer hunter. I walk down there and, okay, here they come. Which one do I want? Of course, I wouldn't do that. But I seem to have some kind of power with animals. No, even these ferocious dogs, when I was in insurance, I never had a problem with them. Some other agents from the same agency I was in says, "Don't go there, they got a mean dog." I said, "I don't care." Never. And I went there, never bothered me, and petted him. And like I said, the owner of the place says, "How'd you get past the dog?" Why? Why do you ask? No, I just thought I had to share that with you. I feel kind of proud of it. I like animals, and it seems they like me. I worked on farms where they beat their cows. Oh, you don't do that. They might be stubborn. You can't get them in their stance or do what you want to do, but they're animals. What do you do to your wife if she don't want you to do something? You gonna bring the lead pipe in there? It'd probably be better than what you got. No, I just thought about that just before I hit the sack here tonight, and gosh, early this morning. But I feel kind of proud of that. I was just thinking about that, and animals like me. And even when I go down to the river and look at the fish, they're not afraid of me. Do I put out some kind of a scent, or I don't know. They say a dog's the best judge of character, and even these ferocious dogs, they want me to pet them, and I do. Oh, there's some I don't get along with. They're just mean dogs. Anyway, good night, or good morning, at this point. But I don't have to milk my own cows, so I can sleep in. Maybe I'll mow lawn tomorrow, I don't know, see how I feel. I can do it. Just as long as my old friend don't stop in. Well, he's gotten over bawling me out. He understands me a little bit better now. Okay, well, thank you for watching the Ronnie Boy Show. Good night, or good morning, whatever it is.